a brilliant evening of great talk, entertainment, information, and everything good in between. Lagos, it's time for Game On.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's Game On.
What's up, guys? It's Laddie Poe, and you are listening to Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hi everyone, Martin Tyler here, English Premier League commentator, UEFA Champions League commentator, and assistant manager of Woking Football Club. You're listening to Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's Game On.
Low keys.
I'm trying hard to be somebody, but all I see are roadblocks in my way. I hear a voice deep within me saying you're the best, no matter what they say.
That's right, the action is on. And Lagos, let's get to meet the cast pretty quickly as we delve into exciting stories we've got to share with you. I'm sure that a lot of you are waiting for the holidays, which comes alive tomorrow. It's only a few hours away. And you get some time to go cool off and get ready for more work. Talking about, us right here, we're always here for you. Through the holidays, through the free days, whatever it is, you can always bank on us. You can always bank on this man. Talking about El Romero, who joins us on the broadcast today. Lagos. Thank you, Chuma. Welcome on board.
Yeah, great to be here. Great to be here. I'm not too used to sitting on this side of the studio, but I saw a tweet a few days back how family members decide what seat on the dining table they want to use, and every time they want to go there. And so I'm that guy who doesn't want to be fixated to just one sport. So I love to move around the place.
That's right.
Happy to be on this seat.
No, and, you know what it feels like to be.
It's, you have to feel the entire studio. You know what's up, man.
That's right.
Good to see you, Tony.
That's right. Well, talking about yet another gentleman. We're so excited to always have him. A brilliant addition to the team. My main man. My sidekick. What a special love for the game right here in Nigeria. Lagos, Nigeria. David Adeshina on the broadcast as well. Dave, welcome on board.
Yeah, Tony. Such a pleasure to be right here. Good evening to you. Good evening to Chuma, and also the other name that you would obviously introduce there very, very soon. And speaking about where one would sit down, I also, that's the more reason I'm not sat there. When I came into the studio, I've been sitting down here, I think about 2 or 3 weeks now in a row. Yeah. So I had to move over there. Yeah. And then the man you would introduce next.
Wow.
said he's not changing where he would sit after he came there, after I went out. But it's such a pleasure to be right here. And a delight as well to always give my thoughts on many of the biggest information in the ever busy and buzzing world of sports.
I hope we don't cause issues for our coach if this were to be a football team and Tony was the coach, and then you say, Coach, Tony, every time I'm in defense, I now want to go and play in attack. You don't go make sense like that.
I can imagine. Timmy Tucker Pedro as well joins us. Mr. Controversial of these days has been more calmer. And I'd, sometimes choose peace. Huh?
He's born again.
He's born again. Tame. Welcome on board, my man.
Yes. Good evening, Chuma. I call him the big boss.
He's the big boss.
Yes, he is. Good evening, The Voice. Also, one of the best to ever do it. David Adeshina, my guy is always fighting me. Always
you guys have a love affair.
I don't
I think
understand.
you should share with Nigerians.
I don't understand. It's
That's
been
what we want to see, though.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
It's been a wet Thursday. All through it's been raining, and really I really love the way it's been all through.
Right.
It's been chilly. It's been cold, and really it's interesting. It's been an interesting Thursday. Really interesting, and it's a pleasure to be in the studio with you guys again. Chuma, especially the big boss, to be in the studio, share the studio. It's not often I be in the studio often.
Man, today, talk about it. Talk about it.
Just rocked into the studio. I felt like okay, inside studio. Yeah. Be your best behavior.
This hype will bring money. I bet. It's money I'm looking for.
So it's going to be a great show. I can assure that.
That's right.
And the voice, Chuma Nolly, Tim Tokpe, Tim Additional, we're on it.
All right, we're on it. Now, guys, we'll talk about the Super Eagles. They seem to always be in our faces in the last few days. We can't help it but talk about them. So we'll just talk about them because there's a new development as regards games to look forward to after the last batch. Now we've got more friendly games to anticipate, and this time against some of the big boys of European football. We'll tell you about that. Also, just in case you don't know, Nigeria currently ranked 26th in the world and 3rd in Africa. That is some high. I don't know the last time we were 26th in the world. It's been a while now. But yeah, we have been winning games recently, so I'm not surprised that we're at that level. We'll talk about that. And there's something from the National Sports Commission which they set up just about 24 hours ago, something called High-Level Diasporal Talent Discovery Committee. That's interesting. We'll talk about that as well. It is a committee put together by the NSC to identify talents abroad. And I'm saying, you know what, I will keep what I'm saying to myself for now, but just to let you in on some things we'll be talking about as well. I spoke to a friend of mine, leading sports journalist right there in Ghana, who spoke to me about some of the realities surrounding the need to have a new manager after Otto was giving his marching orders. Now, we hear that Okrako caught the GFA president is saying in the next week, probably less than, they should have a new manager. And I thought to ask him the profile, probably, of the manager who they will likely go for. Amongst others, the issues bedeviling Ghanaian football. Now, they'll be at the World Cup, 2 back-to-back World Cups. Nigeria, on the other end, will be missing on 2. One very important question we're going to answer here on the broadcast is the Nigerian football project and the Ghanaian football project. Which is behind the other? Because it does look like these two nations are maybe mirroring themselves in some way. Challenges in the last 5 years, we have changed tons of managers. Same as Ghana. They've not been to the African Cup of Nations, the last one. The one before that, they were, knocked out in the group stage. Although they have qualified for the World Cup. On the flip side, Nigeria, we can't seem to qualify for the World Cup. At the Nations Cup, we got to the final and then got to the semi-final. What's going on with Nigeria, Ghana? Is it brothers? When a brother is sick and maybe another may be feeling that sort of sickness. Is the Nigerian football project ahead of Ghana, or is the Ghanaian football project ahead of Nigeria right now? Especially because they'll be playing at the World Cup. We have missed 2 World Cups. They are complaining bitterly for so many other reasons. We are complaining about our own issues. What's going on?
So you remember this season?
Well, that we'll talk about. Also in boxing, we've got some big bouts to look forward to. Lagos, Fury, Makhmudov. That's for next week. But this weekend, Derek Chisora will take to the ring against a good old friend. His name, Deontay Wilder. Many believe that's going to be the last dance for Derek Chisora, who these days is 50 plus, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll be thinking about that one. What do we expect this weekend, Chisora, against Wilder? Well, we'll talk about some MPFL action as well. 6 games left to go to the end of the season. We'll make strong projections of the teams that could potentially stay up and those who we believe could go on to win the title with 6 games to go. Interesting, really. There have been some updates from Italian football. Well, the head of Italy's Football Federation resigned today. Earlier today. His name, Gabriele Gravina. And I want to ask a question. Why don't people resign in this part of the world? Especially when there is, failure. When there's failure to deliver on something. Why don't we resign? Why? We always hear this in the European world, and I'm wondering, why is the African man immune to resignation, to walking away, when you notice that, listen, what I've been giving to deliver, I have not delivered on it? Now we're hearing Gennaro Gattuso could also be moving on despite the leadership of Italian football maybe giving him a bit of faith to stay. It doesn't look like he'll stand the aftermath of Italy missing yet another World Cup. That and many more. We'll also be asking, tell us the biggest player you think that will be missing from the World Cup much later this year. Talents like Lewandowski, Rodrigo Goes is out with an ACL. Osimhen is not going to be there. Brian Mbeumo is not going to be there. Kvaratskhelia of Georgia. You can go on and on. Which of these talents, the biggest, the one that will hurt you the most? This guy's not going to be at the World Cup. Tell us. We'll be right here to listen to all of that. We've got something from tennis as well. And, talking about Formula One, Max Verstappen threatening us. I don't know why he's threatening us. He's not been winning recently, but he's saying that, he could consider leaving the sport at the end of the season because he's unhappy with the new rules. All of this and more right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This season, what do you expect?
We're chasing glory on every front.
They see us coming, they suspect.
Well, let them tremble, that's what we want.
If everybody...
So let's quickly tell you before we go pay some bills, NFF's FIFA match agent Jairo Panchon of Eurodata Sport confirmed today that Nigeria will be up against Poland, and that will take place at the PGE Narodowy, right there in the country's capital, Warsaw. On the 3rd of June, that's Nigeria against Poland, while the clash with Portugal will take place in Portugal on the 10th of June. Now, we still don't know the venue for that game. Should be confirmed in the next coming days. But of course, the game against the Seleção das Quinas, the name of the Portuguese senior national team, will be the last game for the hosts before they fly to the Far West to take part in the summer's FIFA World Cup finals, being jointly hosted by USA, Canada, and Mexico. Now, the cup holders, Super Eagles, are also scheduled to defend their crown at this year's Unity Cup tournament in London, which will take place in May 26th to the 30th of May. So there is the Unity Cup, and then we've got 2 high-profile friendly games against Portugal and Poland. I don't know, guys. The NFF seem to be working overtime to ensure that these boys play games and get tired of playing games, since we're not going to be at the World Cup. Chuba, I don't know what you make of this one.
Well, it's a good thing from one POV, because I've been one person who's been hoping and wishing that we see more consistent high-profile friendly matches for Nigeria Super Eagles. Last time I will pick one that was as high-profile as the game against Portugal would be 2017, when we beat Argentina by 4-2. Alex Iwobi scored the brace back. Then Iheanacho was shining too in November 2017 ahead of the 2018 World Cup. But many times you can see a country, even with all the respect to Zambia or some of these other smaller nations, playing Argentina in friendly matches, and you're asking yourself, if Egypt are playing against Spain, why don't we have this kind of high profile game for Nigeria? So from that POV, good thing for us, more so too for Portugal, who have DR Congo in their qualifying group. So they are more like DR Congo beat who to qualify? It's Nigeria.
Come over here.
We'll go play Nigeria and prepare ourselves for DR Congo.
Right.
I know we have a commercial break in a bit, but it'll be nice to see Ronaldo and all the hype. I think that for me, on the list of top 5 favorites for the World Cup, Portugal are in that top 5. That's how big a game this is.
All right.
Bro, even if you're having to play Spain, Argentina, and Portugal without being at the World Cup, for me, that just leaves a sour taste in my mouth.
All right, let's go pay some bills. When we come back, I'd really love to know, how confident are you against the top dogs of European football like Portugal? I'm talking about the Eagles. We'll be back. Don't touch it.
In a moment. As we gather to celebrate his resurrection,
as we share in his grace,
as families come together,
Spa brings you the joy of Easter with a
Stop. That bass is off. It still sounds good. It's good, but it's not good enough. Can I get an Amstel Malta, man? Being your best lives in the details. Again. Yeah, better. But still not your best. Being your best refines you. Aha, yes, that's it. Being your best is not just about dreaming about it. You also have to work towards it. Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Yes, you say you get street OT now. You say you sabi cash out bus stop. I know the sharp balls to take with me. But you never clock at me with Bet King Chicky Keke. Oh, boy. Do yourself, oh. Sharp. Enter Bet King Games. Make you go clock your way to big wins.
Play Chicken Keke on Bet King Games and stake a minimum of 10 naira to win up to 30 million naira. Register with a promo code BK Radio for free bets to clock big wins.
Not available for ages under 18. Play responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
That feeling, that's Bet King.
In times like these, when hearts are heavy, when the sick are crying, when many are tired of struggling, there is a call from heaven. Come unto me, O ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. This is not just a program, this is a divine encounter. Dominion City Church presents 2 nights of glory. 2 nights where sickness will bow. 2 nights where chains will break. 2 nights of miracles, healing, and restoration. Come, because mercy will speak for you. Grace will locate you, and the power of God will change your story. Join us this Friday and Saturday, April 3rd and 4th, 2026, 5 p.m. daily at Golden Heart Place, 22 Lekki Ekpe Expressway, beside Lagos Business School at Lagos. Come with faith, come expectant, and don't come alone. 2 nights of glory. Your moment of divine visitation has come.
Dr. Eli, see you. This one is cheaper. Hey, let me quickly buy it.
Cheaper for your pocket or cheaper for your mouth?
Your mouth works every day. Give it full-time care
With double herbal basil toothpaste with no harmful chemical.
where basil helps protect your gums, ginger fights germs,
And mint keeps your breath fresh all day.
Strong teeth, healthy gums, fresh breath. Double herbal basil toothpaste. Real herbs, real oral protection.
Hotels and Suites. 50 years on, truly so much more than just a hotel.
Everything where you they do, we they see your efforts. As you they share love with your family, we appreciate the gesture. Our oil, we they for you, putting care in every drop. For only 200 naira, make we join you spread love. You show love, oh, for all the times where you trust us with your cookies. See you, oh, I wanna bring this 200 naira sachet too much. You're the reason for the season, you know. Come enjoy the sachets, just 200 naira.
Grab your Power Oil mini pack sachets for just 200 naira.
Power oil, hey, power oil.
Easter don't reach again, oh. Rice, chicken, provisions. My pocket they cry already.
Relax, my friend. Why are you stressing when Grand Square is ready to make your celebration absolutely grand?
Grand Square. What will be the package this time?
It's the Grand Square Easter sales running from March 30th to April 4th. Let your basket overflow with sweet discounts on all your essentials, groceries, household items, and so much more.
Mado, you mean say my Easter feast don't settle with that? This one, Narila Wolf.
Exactly. Whether you're hunting for ingredients to create a festive feast or simply stocking up for everyday delights, Grand Square is your destination for a grand Easter celebration. Hurry down to Grand Square Ikeja, Grand Square VI, Grand Square Abuja, and Grand Square Kano.
Now to carry my whole family go Grand Square be that, oh. Easter, go sweet, no be small. Happy Easter from Grand Square.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Wherever the day takes you, the conversation goes with you.
And the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has arrested a former Ibejuleki councillor for drug trafficking.
Why are we bashing Daniel Bwala? He did well.
If a person supports this administration, there is really nothing wrong with it.
Like,
tell you that shame need to catch us. As long as you give me money, whatever you think, you know, concern me.
Every Nigerian politician, let me say most of Nigerian politicians are disgraceful.
Nigeria is importing crude. I don't know.
I'm not surprised because the oil in Nigeria have been sold by politicians.
Like I always tell anyone that cares to know that my greatest mistake in life is raising a family in Nigeria and on a enabling system.
Have we so mortgaged our crude that we have now no crude to supply to Dangote?
Here on 99.3 Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
I'm trying hard to be somebody, but all I see are roadblocks in my way. I hear a voice deep within me saying you're the best, no matter what they say. We may not be tough or look like we are much, but we will bear our honor shield. And even though outnumbered 1,000 men to 1, we will give our all on the battlefield.
All right, welcome back. Still 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are Femi and the Gang. And this is Game on the Voice right here alongside Chuma. There is Tim Tokwepedo. There is also David Adeshina And we're bringing you Game On this brilliant evening, 34 minutes past 7 as we speak. We are talking, or we have been talking about the Super Eagles and, well, the new schedule released just earlier today. Involvement of the Unity Cup and, of course, two high-profile friendly games, one against Poland and the other against Portugal. Don't forget, we're streaming live. We're currently live on YouTube as we speak. So you go up there and, view, drop a message for us. We'll give you a live shout out on the broadcast as well. All right, so go up there. Go check us out at Nigerian for FM. That is our page on YouTube. All right, just go up there. You'll see my face. You'll see that of David with his glasses looking like Stevie Wonder. You'll see Chuma and, of course, Temitope Pedro as well. All right, well, before we had to go pay that bill, Chuma, you were making a point as regards, these set of games. Somebody told me, The Voice, what is going on? Why the Eagles continue to get a lot of these games, yet we struggle to organize these games for the Falcons? And I mean, that message just came in now. And to be honest, if you ask me now, who I go ask? Maybe Chuma has a better answer for me, but it's crazy now. If it's possible for the Eagles, then why the challenges with the Falcons? Why do we always have to give a feeling of, these girls maybe have to do something extra out of the ordinary to get games like this? We see the way the Eagles are utilizing their international break. For about 5 months, we didn't have the Super Falcons play any game.
Yeah, there was a period they actually went an entire year without playing.
Oh my word!
International matches and taking advantage of the window that FIFA has for the women's game. To be fair, there was also a time too that we complained about the Super Eagles not having high-profile games. It's not like it's been this way forever. That's why I took my time to eulogize the agent and the NFF for at least putting this together. Despite the fact that I said that being without a World Cup appearance does not pacify me having to have these. Even if we are playing FIFA 11, even if we are playing FIFA Pro 11, the fact that we're not in the World Cup just takes away a bit of shine from me. But specifically around that question of yours, I know many times when we talk about the Super Falcons and friendly matches, talking about Algeria, talking about Cameroon, mostly African nations. You mentioned agents. That's how these things work. Even transfers to, sometimes you see a high profile player asking yourself, why is this player not
making big moves?
Why is this player not being courted by the biggest club? Agents play a part because connection plays a part. The financial might still plays a part. We've heard of countries from Africa that want to play Argentina, and they pay so much money in millions of dollars to the Argentine FA to have Argentina bring Messi and Co to come and play them. So that's how these things play out sometimes. Super Falcons, yes, have been number one in Africa for so long a time. They've proven their mettle toward the World Cup, where quarterfinalists there in 1999, and didn't do badly in the last Women's World Cup, now losing to England through penalty kicks in 2023. But it's a case of the NFF prioritizing things and also having the right middleman to help them make the connections, which is what we seem to have from a positive POV now for the Super Eagles. We're playing, but mostly it's African teams. I know there was a whole hula baloo around. Would you have the first leg? Is it going to happen? There was a time where some of our female colleagues who were passionate about covering the Super Falcons were complaining, why was there a bit of lack of communication in whether a friendly match will happen at a certain day or not? But they are playing. They are playing not as high profile sets of teams as we're seeing the Super Eagles.
The last was Cameroon, no?
Yeah, that's why I said mostly Algeria, Cameroon, those kind of countries. But we hope he gets better. I'm not going to be here just to want to be in a hurry to every time criticize. I would say well done to the NFF and the guys for putting together these friendly matches. Of course, naturally, these high-profile teams like Portugal will want in Nigeria because it gives them a semblance of what they should expect when they take on DR Congo in the group stage of that World Cup. But we can build on this.
All right, we can. Tammy, really talking about competitiveness against big nations, footballing nations. Unfortunately, Poland will not be at the World Cup, but still high profile. Nigeria, Portugal, Poland. How confident are you this team against nations like that? Let's say Portugal. Can the Super Eagles stand their own against the Portugal?
The last time the Super Eagles
we remember that game. It was
against Portugal.
4-0. 4-0, yeah. Bruno Fernandes scoring 4-0, a brace or so in that game, yeah.
Yes. So I think it would still be the same. I think Portugal have enough quality in their stride to get over the Super Eagles. Yes, but you will not put away how well the NFF have come through with these friendlies. The one with Poland, the one with Portugal. Same way Portugal used the Super Eagles in a friendly game just before they played at the World Cup in 2022. It's going to be happening again. Thumbs up to the Gusso-led NFF. But for these friendlies, I think this one should trickle down to the Falcons too also, because it's looking like they are being neglected. They have the WAFCON to play in June, and it's looking like they are not getting friendlies before as much as the Super Eagles. I do not want to even make it a gender war here. I just want it to just be like on an equal basis. Like, even if it's not going to be equal, they are playing in a tournament in June, in the summer. You guys should get them friendlies. You guys should, at least you can get them friendlies with if it's not going to be with the French national team, it can be with the Iranian national team and the rest. Of course, they are playing African teams in June, but at least they should make it equal. They should let it trickle down to the Falcons. It shouldn't be only the Super Eagles always getting these big games, big friendlies, even when they are not going to the World Cup. They should let it trickle down to the Super Falcons also.
All right, David?
Yeah, for me, basically, I obviously think this is more a friendly that is maybe more suited now for the Portuguese national team, considering they've got DR Congo in their group, Uzbekistan and Colombia. Nigeria,
they would need us to bring our A game, you know.
Exactly, so they can understand or have a feel of what Nigeria faced against DR Congo, or what it means to play against an African opposition that is as good as maybe DR Congo, who will be at the World Cup later this year, June, July. For Nigeria, that's majorly, obviously, where our conversation is headed. I think it's a good game when you consider the Portuguese national team at the sixth placed nation in the world, and arguably one of the best European nations now. When you consider they also won the Nations League coming into this World Cup. Yes, Portugal are the holders now of the last continental competitions played right there in Europe. So they are a nation that is very good. They've got the biggest of players, the best of players. Ronaldo, arguably the greatest player of all time. Bruno Fernandes, some would say, is the best player in the Premier League at this point in time. Bernardo Silva is obviously cutting a move away from City, and a host of others still present in that setup.
Right.
One of the best fullbacks also, Nuno Mendes, part of this national team was known as Portugal. So when you look at all these factors, you see the Portugal leaning in this. They have got something to benefit from playing Nigeria. That's the fact that they will play a nation that is African, a nation that has got players who are obviously also one of the best in the world. Victor Osimhen should play that game. Players like Ademola Lookman should be part of those games. And that tells you they will be well prepared for the upcoming World Cup engagement that they will have against DR Congo, Colombia and Uzbekistan. For the Poland game, Poland are one nation still battling or still, I say, worried about their inability to get to the World Cup now, with players like Robert Lewandowski not part of those who will be at the 2026 FIFA World Cup later this year in United States of America and Canada. But we are better than Poland, FIFA rankings wise, but we have played nations of similar quality. I remember going to the 2018 FIFA World Cup. We also there was a Czech also then.
I think we played Poland too.
And Poland even going into that World Cup. And now we are maybe in a better shape and obviously a better position to face them. We are 26th in the world, they are 34th in the world, and rankings will say yes, we're better. But those are just coefficient rankings. They've got Robert Lewandowski, who, I don't know. I don't want to force any argument right here if he's better than Victor Osimhen at this point in time, but maybe his body of work obviously speaks for him ahead of the Nigerian. But great friendly games. Good test for whatever games we have later this year, even in the Unity Cup. And for both nations, both countries, Poland, Portugal, Nigeria is a perfect test for them.
All right.
On my eyes, cross my T's, I got quality to steal the lead. Don't mind no adversity. Staying on straight path, y'all follow me. It's not make believe.
Well, let's also stick with some stories back home. We did tell you that the National Sports Commission has inaugurated a high-level diaspora talent discovery committee to identify and integrate Nigerian athletes abroad into the country's sports system. The committee will be chaired by UK-based sports administrator Dr. Tunde Adelako, whose previous experience includes working with both the Nigerian and Benin national football teams. Now, his appointment underscores the Commission's determination to harness global expertise to strengthen Nigeria's talent pipeline. In a statement issued on Wednesday by Dr. Kende Ajayi, Director of Information and Public Relations at the NSC, the Commission confirmed a strong lineup of members drawn from across the diaspora, all with proven track records in sports and related fields. Now, amongst them, respected journalist and senior colleague Colin Udor, former sprint star Olusoji Fashuba. In there's ex-athletes Marlin Okoro, table tennis icon Olufunke Oshonaike, and former Super Eagles midfielder Shea Lofijana. Interesting. I also listed a former Nigerian international goalkeeper Kali Keme, sports development advocate Ahmed Mohammed, taekwondo athlete Jordan Jewel, Mr. Oyile Orudi. There is Canada-based journalist Adewale Ajayi, UK-based journalist Ayodele Ibidapo, and Clement Nwaka, who will serve as media officer. The leadership structure also includes Abigail Mashal Katong as first vice chairman, David Omije as second vice chairman, and former D Tigers captain Sarah Ogoke as third vice chairman. This is interesting, Chuma. This is interesting. I mean, I don't know what exactly is the X factor for this, but it's something we have not seen before.
Yeah, it is. It is, and I know that there will always be arguments around whether things like this make sense or not. I've seen a few colleagues say, "Well, what kind of ideas this the first place?" You haven't groomed the talent in your country, and you're looking at the ones outside.
Outside.
But I think that because these things have worked in the past for Nigeria, the Tigers that we celebrate today, who are five-time African champions in a row, but have won the title more than that, by the way, are made up of mostly players who were either born abroad or have lived there for so long a time. You're just going to call Majanato as one of the few that came through the ranks here from the Women's League in Nigeria,
Musa.
And then went on, Musa Majanato. Most of the other names you're going to call are certainly those who were based in the USA or certainly lived some, long stretch of their lives in that part of the world. And if they have come and have registered success for Nigeria to the echelon, we've gotten to the quarterfinal stage of the Women's Basketball World Cup, then why don't you think you can convince some Nigerians who are based abroad or who were born abroad or who are used to living abroad and see if you can bring them? That's where this kind of committee will come in. Will we allow that to overshadow having to genuinely build talents that we have and build a system in Nigeria that churns out talents and show that the National Sports Festival is as big an idea that genuinely will bring out names? Today everybody's talking about the brilliance of the guy in WWE, Obafemi, who's perhaps the biggest, one of the biggest stars in that entertainment industry.
That's right now.
And how people say, hey, he was in Nuga Games representing
Unilag,
University of Lagos.
That's right.
As of 2017, and just fast forward under a decade after he's in the WWE. What that also shows is that you can bring out talents from Nigeria that become superstars. It must not be bringing people from outside Nigeria who might help us become superstars. But I don't mind. Anything that can work. It's the same way you're saying play just NPFL players in the Super Eagles, and it's what people crave for. Stephen Keshi did in 2013. 6 of those players from the NPFL won the AFCON. But at the same time too, if it's working with you with the foreign-based players, then it's fine. It was the coach of South Africa who have one of the best leagues in Africa at the moment, saying that he thought South Africa could not compete at the highest level at the center stage in the AFCON because most of their players were based in South African league playing in the PSL compared to some other best players around Africa that were coming from Europe to represent their national team. So you could be arguing that you want just your league to bring out talents that will represent you in international football. Some other want to argue that it's okay if you can bring foreign guys. England at the point where so keen on always having only Premier League players play for them at a national team level. Today their biggest name, Harry Kane, who's shining like a million stars, is in the Bundesliga playing for Bayern. He's still going to be perhaps the biggest star in the World Cup heading into the summer's competition. So I think that anyone that works, but my priority will be, let's not just focus on trying to get diaspora talents and forget about building the ones we have close to us here. Both of them can work hand in hand. For that reason, I wouldn't complain about this one. As far as money is not just being thrown out. Just
I
like
spoke.
that.
I mean, I spoke to my friend about this, and he was telling me that, Tony, this is nonsense. What have they done with the talents in Nigeria from the National Sport Festival? What have all the talents that's shown at that tournament? Where are they? What are the plans for them? Now we now want to systemize dependence on diaspora talent, which has seemingly bailed us a lot in recent times. And you're wondering, what if we didn't have that? What if we don't have that? Is this sustainable to always depend on diaspora-based talents to come and win us laurels? And even these talents, we don't even take care of them very well. We still see them complain. We still see them lament every 2 market days. And you're asking, what exactly are we doing? Where do we stand when we're not good at really anything?
I think the NSC can set up committee any way they want it, set up another committee. But the thing is, if we do not put our own house in order, things will still be the same. You cannot expect a Noah Atulubu, the German goalkeeper Atubolu, who is doing quite well with Freiburg, to come play for the Super Eagles when he knows what it feels like, the difference in management between the Diamond Shaft FA and the NFF. So we need to put in our own house in order. The thing here is, what this thing has taught me here is that you are throwing out our own talent. Yes, I am an advocate of,
or maybe not making them a priority.
And it's looking like they are not number one priority now. The MPFL players, grassroots football, any talent coming through, athletes, it's none of their business. What is their business now is looking abroad to go bring in talent. And I think, yes, we've been doing this for more than a decade. Yes, during the 2013 AFCON too, Chuma mentioned, we brought in some players too from abroad. Talk about Victor Moses to play for. So, but the thing here is, the NSC are saying this, they should be ashamed of themselves for you, because we have talent here. It is we not trying to improve this talent, trying to make sure our own facility are good, to make sure to improve this our talent. And it's just a shame for me. We're going to say that we are going abroad to pick up athletes, pick up footballers to play for our
athletes who have been raised by other nations.
You understand? Just to come play for us, it's a shame for me. It's really a shame.
Wow. David, before we go to the phone lines.
Yeah, I would love to take a different direction. And for me, basically, they didn't say they are not focusing on talent on the upfront. The communique or the statement now, or whatever media publication that was released a few days ago or just today now indicated that it's about tapping up talent. And wherever Nigerian talents are based, wherever they are present, it's always good that you can get them, especially at their early stages, their teaching stages, where they can be nursed and even groomed and given the Nigerian culture.
Wait, do you think Nigeria have what it takes to groom this talent?
Now, it's not about grooming them from infancy. It's not.
You just said teething stage now.
Yeah, what I mean teething stage.
That's
about when they're about to blossom in their career.
That's it. Developmental stages.
Yeah, but they
so do you have the systems to get these players, bring them to Nigeria and give them world-class facilities to perform?
Like I said, there are cadres now or levels to this development. For the infancy stage, maybe not. But for the stage where you're about to get into your prime or get into a proper athlete,
and that's those players
they can tap up.
Would tilt towards the country that has really improved
invested
in them.
Yeah, I understand that position. However, there's also the part where you consider that these guys are also Nigerian. Their parents are Nigerians. And apart from that, there's the part where you want to represent your nation. There's obviously, I think I love what they're trying to do.
Okay.
Great names from whatever field, but still in sports, the media, athletics, basketball, and the likes. Majority of the success we have seen in recent times can be attributed to the foreign names.
Is that a good thing?
I don't know whether it's a good thing or not. If you're looking for success,
you need to know. I think you need to know. Is it a good thing?
The end goal of I know your question now, but the end goal of
is it something that should be encouraged? No, open-minded.
Yeah. The end goal of whatever we're trying
to achieve success.
Exactly.
So is it a good thing?
Whether isn't those on the home front or those in the international front. Success is not the primary assignment.
Commentators. So you are trying to say that it is fine if they bring in talent from abroad and they leave the ones we see every time.
Like I
in
said,
the NPFL.
this didn't equate or didn't
say that
they are living.
Some will ask, David, have they set up a talent committee to harness the Nigerian talent already available?
There are venues and also mediums where you can sport talent. There's a national sport festival. In fact, these talents are more closer to us than they need to set up whatever they're setting up.
Sorry, David, let me say something.
You are setting this now because they're not as close to home as those on the home front.
I think that Jamal Musiala has the allegiance to play for Nigeria. He could have played for Nigeria. Yeah. But let me tell you something. If these players see that, once they notice that they cannot play for the national team where they feel that they can play for the English national, the diamond shaft, they'll tilt towards the second option. Yes. And we would always be the second option for these guys. It is not. You don't
have what it takes to be the first option.
Yes, so we don't. So it's
but in the eventuality that these individuals or athletes choose us, then there are names you can obviously help us tap them up.
Okay. Let's go pay some bills, Lagos. We'll be right back. We have a lot to sort out. All right.
Rechargeable fan. It really charged in less than 4 hours, kept me cool for over 12 hours, and it blew more air. I'm so happy with your Binatone fan gift. My friend Jenny is very impressed that she's going to buy same too.
Binatone has 3 very beautiful models to select from. Under 4 hours to charge and 12 to 15 hours of comfort. Buy your Binatone rechargeable fan today. Available nationwide.
As we gather to celebrate his resurrection,
as we share in his grace,
as families come together,
Spar brings you the joy of Easter with amazing offers on everything you need for your celebration.
This Easter, Spar Market is bringing hearts together with amazing offers. Enjoy incredible deals on everything you need, from ingredients for your feast to home essentials and irresistible treats for loved ones. Available from March 26 to April 6 at Spar Market stores nationwide. Spar Market, there for you.
Babylon show with another one. With the ointment with for strong pains when you stop. Like arthritis and muscle aches. Rub extra menthol. You rub extra menthol. Baba, it ain't work for the sister, it don't have show.
Rub extra menthol tuntun yìí ní èròjà márùn-ún tó jẹ́ pé ibi tí ìrora bá wà kó sì fún ọ ní ìtura.
Lo Rub extra menthol lónìí, ó gbóná wọlé, ó yára ṣiṣẹ́.
Bí àyípadà kò bá sí lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ méjì, yọjú sí dókítà.
This is a special moment you don't want to miss. Our international routes are getting wider and more exciting. Join the fun. Fly from Lagos to Sao Paulo and enjoy seamless connection in Johannesburg. You can also fly from Lagos to Perth in Australia, whichever is your destination, Perth or Sao Paulo. Come and experience the joy of South African Airways hospitality. Book your flights today on Reservations Lagos at flysaa.com or contact us on 020-127-0268-125. You can also talk to your nearest travel agent. For more information, log on to www.flysaa.com. South African Airways, connecting Africa to the world, one flight at a time.
Easter don't reach again, oh. Rice, chicken, provisions. My pocket, they cry already.
Relax, my friend. Why are you stressing when Grand Square is ready to make your celebration absolutely grand?
Grand Square? What will be the package this time?
It's the Grand Square Easter sales running from March 30th to April 4th. Let your basket overflow with sweet discounts on all your essentials, groceries, household items, and so much more.
Mado, you may say my Easter feast. Don't settle with that. This one, Narila Wolf.
Exactly. Whether you're hunting for ingredients to create a festive feast or simply stocking up for everyday delights, Grand Square is your destination for a grand Easter celebration. Hurry down to Grand Square Ikeja, Grand Square VI, Grand Square Abuja, and Grand Square Kano.
Now to carry my whole family go Grand Square Binato. Easter, go sweet, no be small.
Happy Easter from Grand Square.
Hotels and Suites. 50 years on, truly so much more than just a hotel.
Win from over 80 million naira in cash and exciting prizes in the Golden Hunt promo.
This promo, there's no need for advert anymore.
Because
my mom alone can hunt down any gist. How much more 80 million naira in prizes with the whole family involved?
Naija, let the Golden Hunt begin. Just buy any Golden Morn Golden Hunt 30 gram or 45 gram promo pack. Look inside for a unique code and dial *8011*1# for a chance to win big. Promo ends April 15, 2026. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
Rave, a DJ showdown, gaming, and more. Register at gadgetng.com.
It's all about the discussions that moves you.
Why have we gradually gotten to a point where we have allowed for the begging culture to be embedded in our system?
They are hungry. That is the truth, and that is the fact.
The federal government is beggarly.
This is according to science. They say that they are now capable of creating memories of events that never occurred, influencing behavior and belief.
The evolution of human being, according to science, started in Africa.
Whatever their power is, whatever they think they are not more than God. God will return for Nigeria.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Secrets are not caring. Humba! Not caring. Caring without the carrying. Zaglin! It's a whole philosophy. A way of life. Well, a song, really. Oh, I love this part. Then let's teach the little guy. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. When I leave in the Congo green, live the Mecca who'd have never been seen, to worry the day in his whole entire life. No stress, no strain, no trouble, no strife. He'd wake up late and stretching the sun. His only job, having fun.
What is the story of the average Nigerian athlete? If you speak to an average Nigerian athlete, what do they have to say about how they are treated, taken care of, prepared for tournaments? These are the questions. Do you see athletes who revel in the pride of representing Nigeria, the welfare of these talents? Now, we have a diaspora talent committee set up to tap into global Nigerian stars. But I ask again, what is the story of the average Nigerian talent based in Nigeria going through the tough realities of being a Nigerian? These are the questions, Lagos.
I know my friends would whisper, what's that smell? Oh no!
99.3 Nigeria Info, we are Femi and the Gang. I'm Anthony the Voice. This is Game On. The game never ends. And, well, it's important that we have these conversations. Very important. And then we hope that those who have the power to make things better can listen up to the cries of the people and begin to put into cognizance these things. Because, again, it's not bad, all right? I'm sure that every country is open to having a committee that is keen on tapping talents, across the world. It's not bad. But when you start something like this, questions must be asked about the realities of those who are based in Nigeria. We have been here. We've talked about talents who have had preferential treatment, talents back in Nigeria, not treated as better as those from, from the diaspora. Now there's a special committee set up to harness global talents. What is the story of the average Nigerian athlete? Many of them leaving penury. Many of them have injuries that have not been treated, abandoned. Malam Shehu Diko, the chairman of the National Sports Committee. These are the questions that we need you to answer. It's okay to set up a global committee to harness. I mean, it's brilliant. But these are the questions we want you to answer as well. What is the reality of the average Nigerian athlete? Wow, is it really problem-free? Zero 0809-597-5805. That's our WhatsApp line. We'll get to that in a bit. Our phone line 0201-277-0993. Before we get to the phone lines, guys, our final take on this, and just to rope it in, the case of Arthur Okonkwo. And many thanks to my colleague, our colleague Shino Ogundari, who earlier today give us an update on Arthur Okonkwo of Wrexham, the young goalkeeper who is pulling up trees in the championship. He's been in the news. I'm sure a lot of you must have heard about his name, and there have been lots of reports. Oh, Nigeria looking to get him, blah, 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 blah. Well, his team come out to say that, listen, there have been no official contact from the NFF to me. I don't need a switch. I've got a Nigerian passport. Exactly. I'm ready to go if called upon. Again, just to rope it in, do we need Arthur Okonkwo of Wrexham? Especially, I mean, when you look back at the situation surrounding Uzoho and the goalkeeping situation, Maduka Okoye is neither here nor there. Adeleye in there as well, but should the NFF moving on this guy? I mean, it's still the same thing we're talking about now. Looking at him, all right, like we often do. Yeah. What do you think?
I think for every top national teams in the world, they have good goalkeeping department. Not talking about their first choice goalkeeper, the second choice goalkeeper, the third choice goalkeeper. If you look at La Furia Roja team, the Spanish national team, they've got Ramiro, Real Sociedad, they've got David Raya, they've got Rob Sanchez, good goalkeepers, Una Simon. So I feel that we need Arthur Okonkwo. No
goalkeeper in the league.
No goalkeeper in the league.
Yeah,
I don't get.
Can be part significantly. I mean, we have Amas, who's been there.
I've seen Amas stay, mind the goalpost, and I really do not see him who's so much confidence. See, let me tell you something. Yes, Nwabali can be first choice when he comes get a club side. Maduka Okoye can be second choice. Arthur Okonkwo can be third choice. Yes, those two are in their late 20s.
Have you heard about a certain young man called Michael Atata of Ikorodu City?
See, let me tell you something. I saw your post concerning a player of Ikorodu City. I think they will be going to the participating in the CAF Champions League next season if they win the league.
Or if they finish in the top 3.
If they finish in the top 3, it's going to be they are going to be participating in on the continent. I feel that if you can really do quite well on the continent, try to pull Ikorodu City to the group stages of the CAF Champions League or the CAF Confederation Cup, then we can start talking about him. Not now when we have Ato Okonkwo, not now when we have Maduko Okoye, or when we have Stan Nwabali. The level at which these 3 guys are playing is up there.
Have you watched Michael Arteta?
I have watched him.
Yes, you have been at the stadium, right?
I've been with you guys.
Yeah.
I've gone with you guys to the stadium. I have seen him mind the post. But I think I would. Most Nigerians will pick Ato Okonkwo ahead of him. It's not because Ato Okonkwo was born in London. No. What I'm saying is, you want a goalkeeper that is proven. Ato Okonkwo is single-handedly pulling Wrexham to the playoff spot for the Premier League. And you want to ask yourself, okay, next season, do we want to wait until he pulls Wrexham to the Premier League, and that is when we start jostling for him to keep for the national team? No, what I'm saying is, the goalkeeper I mentioned, Atata, he can prove himself in so many ways. Go to the CAF Champions League or the CAF Confederation Cup. If you guys do quite well, then we'll start talking about you. Not now. We've got competition in that department.
You're telling the NFF to go get him? Huh?
Yes, they should go get him. Because if it was Noah Atubolu that was in this situation, you and I know that we would have gone for him. The NFF would have gone for him.
So you are indirectly telling us that we should go for a foreign name over one from the home front.
Obviously, what we're saying,
because Ato Okonkwo is better. There's the facility that Ato.
So you now know we can tap up Ato Okonkwo.
Tap up how you do Alex?
You know now we can tap up Ato Okonkwo, but we shouldn't do the same for athletes. They've been neglected.
No,
right?
we're circling back to what you've said.
Okay.
That they should set up that.
Now then she sat down.
Well, don't finish. Oh my God. Well, the National Sports Commission set up Diaspora Talent Committee. Lagos, what do you make of this? Is this a welcome development? Again, I ask, what are the realities of the average Nigerian athlete? 020127700993. Hello, who's talking to us?
Good evening, guys.
Yes, you're welcome. What's your name?
Tony the Voice. This is your Ghanaian brother. Audu Sali Hukwalipo.
Audu, let's go.
You see, it's very, very sad. They started again. That is why they killed Julian Lokosa, a guy that scored, played fewer matches and scored 18 goals. You see, I think before this kind of thing, we will see Ahmed Musa. Ahmed Musa was in Kano Pillars. He broke the longest record. He said that he scored 17 goals. His record stood like 18 years. Ahmed Musa break that record and said he was score 18 goals. Nobody look on his way until Amokachi invite him for Wafu. Then because Ahmed Musa shine like million stars, Eguavo called him in under 23. So it was a super good Wafu under 23. Only Ahmed Musa. Somebody have to give somebody chance. Now we are talking about person who is playing the championship, and you are the Ikorodu City guy. You said you should wait. That one should wait.
15 clean sheets. Michael Arteta, 15 clean sheets this season.
So you do pick the MPFL over the championship, right?
See,
when you talk about competition,
do you watch his match? Do you watch the matches?
I have watched his match. I have watched 2 of his matches this season. Would you pick him ahead of Ato Okonkwo?
It's not good.
That is doing it. What it is not a matter of it is not good.
The guy that play in the championship.
It is not the matter. Okay, would you pick the champion? Would you pick the MPFL ahead of the championship? Would you? Ideally, you will pick the MPFL ahead of the championship.
That's your top flight league. That's your top flight league.
The player.
Last season, the Ikorodu City guy was.
You cannot pick the level of competition in the championship ahead of. You cannot pick
abroad. Every time must be abroad. You can look at the way you are saying it.
You cannot pick the level of competition in the championship. You cannot put side by side with the MPFL. You cannot. You cannot.
He finished himself there. It's so sad. It's so sad.
All right.
Why is Ghana not taking Benjamin Asade to the World Cup? Why is talks about him not being the first choice? Why is he's going? Yes, he will not be the first choice. He will not be the first choice. Benjamin Asade will not be the first choice. Benjamin Asade will not be the first choice goalkeeper.
is our number one goalkeeper.
Benjamin Asare will not be your first choice goalkeeper at the World Cup. He's going, but he will not be the first choice.
Goalkeeper in Ghana.
There have been questions that have been asked about Benjamin Asare already. What are you saying? So you want to compare? You want to compare the championship and the MPFL?
Asare is the number one goalkeeper. Asare is going.
He will not be the first choice of the Black Stars at the World Cup. Don't tell me what I know.
Okay.
Asare, you know more than me. You know.
I know what I do.
You know what you know. You know about Black Stars, so don't say that.
I know more than.
Is it because you have the opportunity to be in that studio?
All right.
I'm there, we do the same thing.
Okay, all right.
I'm in that place, I'll do the same thing.
Right.
I'll do that.
I will do.
You
Lovely.
know better than
Okay,
me. Me, the Ghanaian, you. Who you know better than me?
He's on the internet, okay?
Oh, okay.
Which internet? Which internet? Asare is the number one goalkeeper. Asare has a 4 goalkeeper. It's a home base. Home base is.
Yeah.
MPFL ahead of the championship. What are you saying?
Hello.
He's going to man the book.
Okay. Wait. I'll do. So pretty much just wrap up your thoughts before we move on.
And again, Tony, you see, you make my food sad this evening when you are talking about the big players who are going to miss the World Cup. You now mention Osimhen. Why must you do that? Who know Osimhen in the World Cup?
But
nobody will remember that Osimhen qualify or not now. So nobody will remember that there's a player called Osimhen. Osimhen are talking about players who are going to miss the World Cup.
When you go to the big websites in the world, they placed him in that conversation that he's one of the big names that will miss at the World Cup. So it is not you, Audi Salu, that lives somewhere in Lagos that will now change the narrative.
Nobody know Osimhen.
It's better than your strikers in the past 9 years. It's better than Jan.
Are you talking about Osimhen?
Now go see on a share today.
All right. Just get sour. I'll do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Yes. No. Yeah. Thank you. I'm actually talking about Benjamin Asare.
See,
he's making a strong case for number one at the World Cup.
Yes.
We don't know now because they don't have a manager. When they have a manager, we'll have something more concrete as regards who starts for Ghana.
Voice.
Heart of Oak.
Wait,
Asare.
I would not have had any privilege of watching the Ikorodu City goalkeeper in action. I would never. But I like with you guys. I follow you guys.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of them. But no discredit to him.
Yes.
He's a good goalkeeper. But in your mind, when the chips are down, we are in the World Cup. You would start the goalkeeper ahead of Atokoko. If, for example, our 2 goalkeepers, Maduko Okoye and Sani Wabali, are injured in the World Cup, want to play a round of 16 games, you start that goalkeeper ahead of Atokoko.
You need to
let us really be true. Let us be truthful.
See, Tammy, my case with you is we have not seen both of them for Nigeria. We can't say because one plays in the championship, he's automatically going to be a better pick.
Well,
listen. This is the issue that we're going through with this story about the NSC setting up a diaspora talent committee. And I'm saying to myself, the average Nigerian talent is saying to himself, what are my chances? It feels like the National Sports Commission already is paying a lot of attention to diaspora talents, because I've just asked you, what is the reality of the average Nigerian talent or athlete?
Their reality is hunger. Their reality is when they come back from the big stage, they are coming back to eat bread and beans with us. That is their reality. They don't have that structure to make them really have that experience of the exposure of all of these guys born abroad. Yes, that is their reality.
Now the NSC is setting up a diaspora talent committee to pump in more money into.
You understand? And there will be cases of money embezzle. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that because our own leaders here, our own administrators have neglected our own grassroots athletes here, it's not even giving that confidence of you saying that you want to launch all of these MPFL guys, all of these guys born here into the limelight.
But I think there's also one thing I might want to add, and that's the fact that maybe for Atata, there are other competitions that he can battle, but it's limited now, given what the continent has done.
Exactly.
The administrative heads on the continent have scrapped
Chan.
the Chan that should have been available
not
for
official,
him.
but that's the proposition that Chan is off, and then the African Nations League comes
David,
through.
And hopefully,
David.
it is. I'm coming.
Yeah.
And hopefully, it's still a leeway for them to play for the national team. I know it will be for a bigger. It will be Nigeria compared to just being a Super Eagles.
I say, have you watched Michael Atta?
Okay. Sorry.
If you watch,
let me
say
3 clean sheets away from Amas Basuke, by the way, an all-time record for clean sheets in the top flight.
David Additional.
But Amas has had at least a few
games
opportunities for the Eagles.
Yes,
and he's disappointed.
Yes, he's disappointed.
Leave Amas out
of
this.
Enyama, Rufai, all started from before they went to
that was when the league was still not bad like this. Listen, the voice. Let me tell you something.
The league,
how Michael Arteta can work his way into the Super Eagles is simple. Look at this example. Ikorodu City does quite well on the continent. They move into the group stage. They move to the quarterfinals. Do you think they will not be questioned?
Why not give this same standards to
Arthur?
Let him go and play in the Champions League.
Okay, wait. Okay, if it helps Wrexham promote to the Premier League. Okay, what will you say?
One is already in the top flight. One is already in the top flight. Atata is already in the
So you want to compare
if it's
level?
If it's not fit,
I know what you people are.
No, guys. I think that we should be ashamed of ourselves.
Yeah.
If we are not held back.
Yeah.
We can't be prioritizing a player in the championship over our top flight league
because the Champions
This is
League,
our Premier League.
The champion.
That's what I'm saying. Because they have made their football globally accepted.
Yeah, it is
better
not
pay,
on me
better
or
branding.
You, it is on the administrators in Nigeria.
So we should extend grace to our talents back home.
We cannot.
Why?
The reason is the competition.
Is it their fault? Is it their fault that the NPFL is lacking the development that it needs?
It did quite well.
I'm asking you: is it the fault of Nigerian athletes that they have the leaders that they have?
It is not their fault.
Good. So why will you sit here and prioritize somebody else over them? Because they have better realities.
The administrator know the reality of Nigeria. They want to bring in players born abroad.
Hello.
The boy.
Yes, you're welcome.
Jonathan is my name.
Joe.
Let me first say, how do salute? Behave yourself.
No. Please don't. Wait. Joe, you know I've got so much love and respect for you. Don't say behave yourself to anybody, please.
I understand.
All right.
They know Seaman in the World Cup. Does not mean if he has not gone to work, does not mean they don't know him. They know him in the World Cup. Let's put that one straight.
Aside.
And just like one of your colleagues said there, none of your striker now,
dead or alive,
can stand him. In fact, maybe dead or alive, you can stand him.
Please.
So, I don't want to talk again. Let me go to the point. The point is this.
I don't see on
Going to the committee.
Yes.
The voice.
Yes.
It will be interesting for us to know the modus operandi.
Okay.
Is it that maybe you now, the voice, you are a good athlete in America, and me, I'm the committee member. I'll come meet you, come kneel down for you. Oga come play for Nigeria and how. And then just like your colleague also said, there will be budget for this committee again.
Of course.
It's arrant nonsense. If any player have the conviction to play for Nigeria, other athletes, football, basketball, the player is free to willingly will himself to us. What is the essence of setting up committee? All these are the kind of things that will make people be ridiculous. They will ridicule us as a people, ridicule us as a nation. And tomorrow now, we'll read newspaper, we hear that Zico budgeted 60 billion for committee. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know where this advice is coming from, or who brought up this kind of advice. It's around nonsense as far as I'm concerned. It will be interesting. You guys are journalists.
Yeah, we will.
Yes, we'll get the modus operandi.
Yes, I will see if we can get the director of information about the NSC probably this week or next week, and so he can come and explain to you all the idea behind this. Now, again, on surface level, it looks like a good one, but I ask you, what are the realities of the average Nigerian athlete? Do they take pride in representing this country? This committee is not bad. Again, guys, please help me. Let's search. Do other nations have committees like this? I really want to know. We can check, please, and give us. I want to know if this is something that
European countries.
Do they? I mean, generally, is it something that you find across the world where countries set up, special committees, a full-blown committee to look out for global stars and bring them to the country, or like Joe said, talents pitch themselves and say, I want to represent the US, and then the US, you know what? Come, let's sit and let's talk about how we can make this happen.
I think if we're being fair, even the greatest nations on earth, the desire and drive for success pushes them to try and get people to come to their territory. Must not be from a committee setup, right? Francis Obekwelu was a big name for Nigeria already, and Portugal saw that guy and thought to themselves, how about having a Francis Obekwelu come and run 100, 200 meters for us? He moved from Nigeria to represent Portugal. He won the 100 meters. He won, gold for them in the European Championship for Portugal, and this is a guy who already was an elite athlete for Nigeria. So the same way you didn't have Portuguese personalities that time say, why are you going to bring somebody from Nigeria? Gloria Lozier went to Spain. These are the countries that have, organized systems already that we talk so much about. And sometimes when they see special talents, even those who are not from their country traditionally, and those people, the USA, let's go in for that break.
Yes, please. We'll be back, Lagos. Don't touch it.
Real info. We'll be right back. Easter don't reach again, rice, chicken, provisions. My pocket they cry already.
Relax, my friend. Why are you stressing when Grand Square is ready to make your celebration absolutely grand?
Grand Square? What if the package this time?
It's the Grand Square Easter sales running from March 30th to April 4th. Let your basket overflow with sweet discounts on all your essentials, groceries, household items, and so much more.
Mado, you mean say my Easter feast don't settle be that? This one, Marilla Wolf.
Exactly. Whether you're hunting for ingredients to create a festive feast or simply stocking up for everyday delights, Grand Square is your destination for a grand Easter celebration. Hurry down to Grand Square Ikeja, Grand Square VI, Grand Square Abuja, and Grand Square Kano.
Omo, now to carry my whole family go Grand Square be that Easter, go sweet no be small.
Happy Easter from Grand Square.
Win from over 80 million naira in cash and exciting prizes in the Golden Hunt promo.
This promo, there's no need for advert anymore.
Because
my mom alone can hunt down any gist. How much more 80 million naira in prizes with the whole family involved?
Naija, let the Golden Hunt begin. Just buy any Golden Morn Golden Hunt 30 gram or 45 gram promo pack. Look inside for a unique code and dial *8011*1# for a chance to win big. Promo ends April 15, 2026. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
Sister, plenty questions to your mind. Internet search, no, they give you peace of mind. You need some answers, call 7790. Let's talk about safe sex. Family planning, not just betting. Talk about contraception. 7790, not the number. Not the code where you will trust. 100% safe, no fear at all. Just dial and make the call. 7790.
Get trusted information from pregnancy prevention, family planning, and child spacing from Honey and Banana Connect. Just dial 7790 for free.
7790.
Are you looking for
The Kids FM Anthem Challenge is here. Now here's what you can do to participate. Head over to our Instagram page at kids.fm.ng to download the Anthem instrumental through the link in our bio. Get creative with your family, dance, sing, and have fun with the anthem. Remember, you have to do this as a family to qualify. Post your entry and tag the official handle at kids.fm.ng for a repost. The top 4 entries with the highest engagements will win exciting cash prizes. Don't forget to use the hashtags #KidsFM Family Challenge, #KidsFM Anthem Challenge. Let's play!
Easter don't reach again, oh. Rice, chicken, provisions. My pocket, they cry already.
Relax, my friend. Why are you stressing when Grand Square is ready to make your celebration absolutely grand?
Grand Square. What if the package this time?
It's the Grand Square Easter sales running from March 30th to April 4th. Let your basket overflow with sweet discounts on all your essentials, groceries, household items, and so much more.
Mado, you mean say my Easter feast don't settle with that? This one, Narila Wolf.
Exactly. Whether you're hunting for ingredients to create a festive feast or simply stocking up for everyday delights, Grand Square is your destination for a grand Easter celebration. Hurry down to Grand Square Ikeja, Grand Square VI, Grand Square Abuja, and Grand Square Kano.
Omo, now to carry my whole family go Grand Square be that oh. Easter, go sweet no be small.
Happy Easter from Grand Square.
Dr. Eli, see you. This one is cheaper. Hey, let me quickly buy it.
Cheaper for your pocket or cheaper for your mouth? Your mouth works every day. Give it full-time care with double herbal basil toothpaste with no harmful chemical. Where basil helps protect your gums, ginger fights germs, and mint keeps your breath fresh all day.
Full-time care sounds better.
Strong teeth, healthy gums, fresh breath, double herbal basil toothpaste, real herbs, real oral protection.
You don ready to win? Make you enjoy your food with one ice cold Coca-Cola and you fit win your share from 600 million naira. Now 2 millionaires we go to make every day plus over 50 million naira for weekly prizes. Just buy any Coke, Fanta, Sprite or Schweppes wey get glass or plastic bottle. Scan the QR code for the cover of the glass bottle or for the label of the plastic one. Then check the code wey dey under the cover for your chance to become millionaire and win better prizes. Buy, scan, find, win. T's and C's apply.
You can't tell me nothing. My race I'm running. Is it all or nothing? Running. Always up to something. Is it go get us something? Is it all or nothing? So running. I don't settle for less. Nothing less than correct. Everything must connect. I'm a go-getter. That's how I run it. Run it. My dreams, my pay, good life, always. That's how I run it. Run it. My dreams, my pay, good life, always. That's how I run it. Run it. My dreams, my pay, good life, always. That's how I run it.
Quick teller.
Run it.
Sister, plenty questions stay your mind. Internet search, no, they give you peace of mind. You need some answers, call 7790. Let's talk about safe sex. Family planning, a child's Betsy. Talk about contraception. 7790, not the number. Not the code where you will trust. 100% safe, no fear at all. Just dial and make the call. 7790.
Get trusted information from pregnancy prevention, family planning, and child spacing from Honey and Banana Connect. Just dial 7790 for free.
7790.
Eco Hotels and Suites. 50 years on, truly so much more than just a hotel.
Everything where you they do, you they see your efforts. As you they share love with your family, we appreciate the gesture. Our oil, we there for you, putting care in every drop. For only 200 naira. Make we join you, spread love. You show love, oh. For all the times where you trust us with your cookies. See you, oh. I wanna bring this 200 naira sash and too much. You're the reason for the season, you know. Come enjoy the sachets, just 200 naira.
Grab your Power Oil mini pack sachets for just 200 naira.
Power Oil, Power Oil.
Sister Fear will not let me bet. Relax, sister. With the Jolly Just Come Welcome offer, Bet King is giving 100 naira instant sign-up bonus. That's not all. Within 14 days on the app, you stand a chance to get up to 1 million naira in rewards and enjoy 50 free casino bets on Aviator. Download Bet King app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy your 100 naira instant sign-up bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Wherever the day takes you, the conversation goes with you.
And the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has arrested a former Ibejuleki councillor for drug trafficking.
Why are we bashing Daniel Bwala? He did well.
If a person supports this administration, there is really nothing wrong with it.
Like, tell you that shame need to catch us. As long as you give me money, whatever you think, consign me.
Every Nigerian politician, or let me say most of Nigerian politicians, are disgraceful.
Nigeria is importing crude. I don't know.
I'm not surprised because the oil in Nigeria have been sold by politicians.
Like I always tell anyone that cares to know that my greatest mistake in life is raising a family in Nigeria and on a enabling system.
Have we so mortgaged our crude that we have now no crude to supply to Dangote?
Here on 99.3 Nigeria Info, let's talk.
When I live in the Congo green, live to make a who had never been seen, to worry the day in his whole entire life. No stress, no strain, no trouble, no strife. He'd wake up late and stretch in the sun. His only job, having fun, fun, fun. He'd tell his friends with a weeble and grin, let me tell you how life has always been. Hakuna Matata.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Oh, welcome. Just in case you're joining us, you've missed a lot. But we hope that you can catch up with all the excitement right here. Still game on. The voices right here. There's Tammy, there is Chuma, and there's David as well. And we are talking about a big move by the National Sports Commission to set up what they call Diaspora Talent Committee to tap global Nigerian stars. So there is an intentionality now. Before it's a case of now there is an intentionality to go for stars in diaspora. As a Nigerian athlete, what are you thinking? Do you feel that you are disadvantaged because you do your thing in Nigeria? David is saying to us, well, they are not saying they are neglecting talents back home. They're just, and I'm saying, okay, if you set up this committee, questions will be asked. The realities of the average talent, the average athlete in Nigeria, where are they? If I bring up a Nigerian athlete, somebody with confidence to speak, to tell you about his realities, then we'll have so many thoughts, because really, it's not the best. It's not the best. Is this a welcome development, Lagos? Are we heading towards the right direction? Because this is such a big move, and we could see this impact in our sports in the next few years. Maybe the death of talents in Nigeria, and more from the diaspora. And I'm asking, is that the way to go? A talent who grew through the ranks in Nigeria, does he feel disadvantaged because he's growing in Nigeria? Is he still a priority? Questions to be answered.
No royal duties, no royal crown, just living life upside down. Eat when hungry, sleep when tired. No royal courts have ever required a meerkat to be in.
Arthur Okonkwo's team says the NFF has not reached out to us. There is nothing concrete from them. And I'm asking, do we really need him? 21 years of age, dragging Wrexham to the Premier League if all things work out. He's a fine talent. Many remember he's from the Arsenal Academy, if you remember. Talk to me, Lagos. We will take more calls. 0201 277 0993. And of course, the female line 0201 465 7190. Timmy Tokwe Pedro is saying that, Michael Arteta, no way he gets a looking before Arthur Okonkwo, who plays in the Championship. And I'm saying we're only having this conversation because we have not developed our game. If the NPFL is operating at the level it should operate, then it should be your first pool for talent discovery. Your first pool. Wow. All right, who we got talking to us? Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, you're welcome. What's your name?
I'm Elder Elisami. I'm calling you from Badagry.
Elder, let's hear you.
I appreciate your sports program out there, the Nigeria Info. Thank you very much. I want to say that talent is talent, whether it is abroad or Nigeria. You are either good or you are not good. It is the coaches that know what they are looking for. So whether you are growing in Nigeria, whether you are growing abroad, they are the ones that have the standard, the technical people. I remember those times in the 70s. You cannot believe that there was a player called Godwin Odili. He was discovered at Julius Berger. And at that time, Julius Berger was not even in the real league. It was more or less an amateur league, though everything was amateur, but Julius Berger was not in the first division. There was another club, Asaba Textile Mills. A man called Thompson Usien was discovered there. And Asaba Textile Mills was not even was not popular like Rangers, like the Vipers or the Bendel Insurance of Benin and things like that. So I think we should broaden our minds. All this, somebody is playing abroad. It is not facilities that play the game. It is people. So you could be very skilled. The facility only helps to develop you. That's what just the facilities do. If you are not skilled, you are not good, you are not good. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your thoughts, Elder. Hello, who we got? Hello? Are you there?
Hello, good evening, the voice of God.
Friday, let's go, quickly.
Yeah, good evening, everybody in the house. The voice. This committee, do you know how much they will be spending on this committee? They are not going to be doing the job free. Why can't we channel this money to developing our talent? See, the voice, do you know how they kill our education? It's by all these politicians sending their children abroad. Then they will pull them back and put them in a very good position. They now thought that their children that study abroad are better than those that study in Nigeria. That is how they kill our education. The same thing with our health care. Because they go abroad to treat themselves abroad, they neglect our health care, our hospital here. I'm looking for that day of the voice that somebody will come, a government will come and say that we are looking for Nigeria in abroad to come and run our National Assembly. To come and take over the National Assembly or the state level.
Right.
What happened to the National Commission that Tinubu not the other day I put and placed Umaru Diko there that we all celebrated. Celebrated Umaru Diko that was the greatest thing that has happened to Nigeria since democracy started. That this is going to reform our sport.
I mean,
now look at what they are giving us.
These are part of the reforms that he's bringing to the table.
It's part of the reform that is bringing. When people like Wilfred Didi, they are building academy here in Nigeria to help the growth of Nigeria's sport. They now are thinking. because their children are there, their nephews and cousins are there. So those that cannot afford to go abroad now will not represent Nigeria anymore. Well, I wish them the best of luck.
Okay.
We God will still help us. We will grow. Our children will still grow.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Hello, who we got? Hello. Hello, are you there? I'm not sure you're ready for us. Hello, good evening.
The voice of the nation.
Yeah, I greet you.
The voice of the nation.
I greet you.
My name is Senator talking from Ejigbo.
Mama, talk to us.
How far, man?
Yeah, we did.
I work.
Work is working.
Your poetic way of analyzing football is giving me vibes.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you.
You see, we are not going anywhere. I'm sorry to say this. You see Nigeria. All the platform of a Nigeria whatever is still the same thing. We always going to the drawing board. The drawing board never finish. You see this whatever they set up. We are going to end up in the same way. That is the honest truth. Are you getting what I'm saying? In fact, the issue is that we continue praying to God, despite the fact that God has given us what we need to progress.
Right.
But the politicians we have in Nigeria, they are wicked. We are doing ourselves. We are. In fact, I mean, when I look at what is going on, even the grassroots, we are the ones doing ourselves. Because at the end, they will use money to get what they want. Not by merit. Not by merit. Because my son, if you can remember the time I was called,
Yes, I remember.
My son,
yeah.
The voice. If I tell you, I'm not saying it is because it's my own.
Yeah.
But I am telling you that if my son is being put where he's supposed to be, come to Ejigbo. The voice, come to Ejigbo and see talent.
Oh dear.
See boys, girls who are ready to do it, but because they don't have the money. It's only the top people that get long legs. They are the people that are progressing. Why those ones who are hungry, they are ready to do what they want. Nobody is seeing them. My brother, God will help us.
Amen.
Because people like us, it's only this football that give us joy. Like we, the mamas. In fact, with any day that I don't listen to Nigeria Info, I know they sleep.
I can imagine.
I'm telling you the truth.
I can imagine.
The boy, Chukuma, Overdose. God will bless you people.
Amen. Amen.
God will bless you people.
Thank you so much, Mama.
It's only the boy that is giving us the vibe. Those are upper chamber people. No problem. God will help us.
Amen.
Keep on doing the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Mama. I mean, let's see if we can hear from Irabuchi from the UK. I think he's been trying to call. Again, this is defining for our sports. And I think that we cannot be quiet. Hello.
Yeah.
Irabuchi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
The voice.
I greet you, sir.
Good evening to you and to Tokwe and to Nigerians too.
That's right.
Let me just say, let me play the devil's advocate.
No. Oh, no, please. I want you to be honest. This is not a case to play.
On one side, I want to make a critical analysis.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
One side, the world is a global village.
It is.
So you can source for your athletes and their sports stars from anywhere. In fact, some nations convert you. I'll give you citizenship in order to participate or perform for their nation and things like that. But one striking thing about the case with Nigeria is that the guys, the committee or whoever that is administering, it's not there for the merits. It's not there for performance. Every politician in Nigeria is looking for a way to retire money and way to settle the boys, what we call political patronage. It is not being settled because these guys are going to look for marriage. We are going to do. It is that they look for their the sons of their children, the sons of their whoever, nepotism, or the other way around. If you have been very close to government, they will tell you how to see what is there for me. How do we retire money? Go and check the type of projects they do. They are not doing projects because they want to do the project. They are doing projects because they want a way to retire funds. That is just it. When we talk about governance in Nigeria, it's zero. Pure zero. In fact, you can say -1 or -15. There's nothing like governance in Nigeria. Nigeria is a cesspit of corruption. Scholars, what we do is comparative analysis. If you do comparative analysis of nations, you every day I cry for my country because I see people who build roads here. You don't see canopies, you don't see pomp and pageantry to come and commission roads.
But on the bright side, remember that in the last few years we have been built by a lot of these diaspora talents. So intensifying on that. Before now, I started watching football 1988. Before now, what happened? Where were those guys? It was Nigerian League, the Premier League of Nigeria. That was what was giving us the talents that was playing for Nigeria. In 1980, Nigeria won the first AFCON. Was there any foreign player? No. In 1994, how many foreign players played there? Nigeria is claimed to be 200 and something million people, and you cannot source for. Why not make it a situation whereby you source for these guys? It's an opportunity for them to shine and also go abroad. You shine, Nigeria becomes a place for recruitment. Let me tell you one thing that is happening. If India is recruitment for the health sector of the United Kingdom, why can't Nigeria be recruitment city? At a point in time, Ngige was saying that doctors and why can't we be the recruitment community where these guys come and recruit better and qualified footballers and sportsmen and whatever? Why can't we? Because we've got the number. Why can't you develop what we've got? Why can't you have stadium in every local government, 774 local government in Nigeria? Why can't you have standard stadium or standard stadium, however you may call it, so that it will be a way of development where you develop, you now go abroad and bring back a foreign exchange. Can't we make it foreign exchange process? Do you know how much I sent to Nigeria? That is why can't you make these guys? Osimhen was playing in Lagos. At the moment, he's playing in Turkey, and they're sending money to Nigeria. Why can't we let's have a structured process of development? That is the issue. Anybody that comes in, a local government chairman, whatever, he's not there because he wants to perform. He wants to do something different. He's only there looking for avenue to retire funds. See, every politician has a building abroad. All of them. What are you doing? Committing capital flights? Can't you use the money to develop Nigeria and also those people will now come and play abroad and also bring back money? There's no structured plan of development. What you have is just a conglomeration of people who have opportunities and they squander the wealth of the nation. All right, that's what is just happening. All right, thank you. It's just very unfortunate. Who is those guys that are playing abroad or playing in England? No, they are not better than the people playing it. When one play, he played in an ASCON 90 in my village. When I want Kanu play, every other person saw the opportunity. This guy is going to go places. In ASCON 90, go and ask anybody from Arutuku in Abia State. The ASCON 90, do you know the type of talent that we had then? But that guy was exceptional. That is, the talents are still there, but there is no opportunity to recruit this talent and develop this talent. Now you're going to source the one that is already developed. Who developed those places? Can't you do your own? Those guys are shameless. You guys should advise them to do your own. Go back and do your own. Right. That's what we are looking at. Thank you so much.
And do your own. When you do your own, people will come and recruit them.
All right. Thank you. Bless you too, Irabuchi. Always supporting from diaspora. Talking about diaspora. What can we do without our diaspora audience? Again, Lagos. Listen, I don't have a problem with this. Where I have a problem is that back home we're not where we should be. And it becomes sensitive for a lot of people. You're setting up committee. What is the reality of the average Nigerian athlete? Is it that of pain? Or is it that of, happiness? What are their realities? What are the realities of our sporting, sphere here with our facilities? Have we had committees? The committees that we have, what have they done? All right. So two things can exist. Like they say, multiple truths can exist. It's okay. Like Chuma did say. I mean, we've seen that happen before. It's okay to be intentional about talent from the diaspora. They are Nigerians too, and they deserve equal chances. However, what are the realities back home? You have to start. Charity begins at home. You must deal with what's going on in your country. You must tidy things up. I was speaking to the technical director of the Boxing Federation, and he was lamenting. Nobody's supporting us. Nobody's supporting us. Nobody's supporting. They want us to win medals. They want us to, This is the reality of the average Nigerian athlete. In fact, we've had cases where they have been, in quotes, less prioritized in terms of maybe stipends are giving to them. The guys from the diaspora get more than them because they are Nigerian based. Is it now a disadvantage to be an athlete in Nigeria? We must show that these people matter to us, prioritize them, and then it becomes even a point of attraction to those in the diaspora. Let's go pay some bills. We'll be back.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Are you looking for?
The Kids FM Anthem Challenge is here. Now here's what you can do to participate. Head over to our Instagram page at kids.fm.ng to download the Anthem instrumental through the link in our bio. Get creative with your family. Dance, sing, and have fun with the anthem. Remember, you have to do this as a family to qualify. Post your entry and tag the official handle at kids.fm.ng for a repost. The top 4 entries with the highest engagements will win exciting cash prizes. Don't forget to use the hashtags #KidsFM Family Challenge, #KidsFM Anthem Challenge. Let's play.
Stop. That bass is off.
It still sounds good.
It's good, but it's not good enough.
Can I get an Amstel Malta, man?
Being your best lives in the details. Again. Yeah, better. But still not your best. Being your best refines you. Aha, yes, that's it. Being your best is not just about dreaming about it. You also have to work towards it. Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Easter don't reach again. Rice, chicken, provisions. My pocket they cry already.
Relax, my friend. Why are you stressing when Grand Square is ready to make your celebration absolutely grand?
Grand Square? What be the package this time?
It's the Grand Square Easter sales running from March 30th to April 4th. Let your basket overflow with sweet discounts on all your essentials, groceries, household items, and so much more.
Mado, you mean say my Easter feast don't settle be that? This one, Marilla Wolf.
Exactly. Whether you're hunting for ingredients to create a festive feast or simply stocking up for everyday delights, Grand Square is your destination for a grand Easter celebration. Hurry down to Grand Square Ikeja, Grand Square VI, Grand Square Abuja, and Grand Square Kano.
Now to carry my whole family go Grand Square be that Easter go sweet no be small.
Happy Easter from Grand Square.
Did you know that micro, small, and medium enterprises account for 96% of Nigeria's businesses and contribute to about half of the country's GDP? They also provide around 84% of all employment in the country. Want to know more? Join us on Broad Street Drive, our new business show, 2:30 p.m. Mondays on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. Let's talk.
It's a brand new day, I'm feeling stronger.
I fit to do anything, you know. I fit to do my work now. Yesterday was tough, but I don't repair, I don't recover. Yeah, see me as a fresh. Now they ask me how would I do it? Like me, I say I still in the way. It's for capsule, I'm for liquido. Yeah.
Repair and recover with Astamine, a blend of amino acids and multivitamins.
Back with everything food, back with everything drinks, back with everything good.
Celebrate the return of a season, cause we're
back with everything. Back with the way the way they make sense. Back with the mama with the conscience. Back with the juice, back with the sauce, the chicken Alfredo, and the fries like a tornado.
back with everything. Back with the cocktails and the jollof rice. Atarodo with the sauce, the real spice. Back with the master chefs, master classes and drinks to make your heart go. Back with the brunch, back in the punch. Back for your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast, and back to your lunch. Supporting small businesses and promoting enterprise.
The GT Food and Drink Festival is back from Friday, May 1st to Sunday, May 3rd at the GT Center, Plot 1 Water Corporation Drive, Umiru, Victoria Island, Lagos. The GT Food and Drink Festival, promoting enterprise.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages.
That moves you. Why have we gradually gotten to a point where we have allowed for the begging culture to be embedded in our system?
They are hungry. That is the truth, and that is the fact. The federal government itself is a beggarly.
This is according to science. They say that they are now capable of creating memories of events that never occurred, influencing behavior and belief.
The evolution of human being, according to science, started in Africa.
Whatever their power is, whatever they think they are not more than God. God will revenge for Nigeria.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Fly, eagles, fly, fly, eagles, fly, fly, eagles, fly, fly, eagles, fly, fly, eagles, fly.
You get it. So, hi there. Thank you for having me. The decision to relieve Otuado of his duties, I can report, did not come from the GFA. In fact, in an interview the GFA president granted, it was quite clear that, it wasn't his outfits that led the dismissal of the coach. The pressure seemed to have come from the sports ministry. And it was easy to get Otuado sacked because the team essentially did not look good under his watch. So even though he qualified us to the World Cup, right from the time that he failed to qualify Ghana to the AFCON, it was clear that there were structural deficiencies. So, just to summarize, we have a decent squad of players, okay? A very good coach, or a coach who knows what he's doing, should be able to get them to play at least well and win well, not just eke out results in the labored way that we have seen of the Black Stars in the last 12 to 18 months. If you look at the list of teams that Otuado has beaten, the team he has lost in this second stint of his, it is quite clear that he was not taking Ghana anywhere seriously. The question of whether there will be a trade-off in getting a new coach now is answered simply by the fact that, assuming Otuado were even kept, did he imbue confidence enough to suggest that if you allowed continuity where he was concerned, he would have gotten the best out of the team? No. So the dressing room did not even really trust him. You get it? So that is what we had heard, that the dressing room, the players felt like, nah, this guy, whether it was a communication problem, whether it was a knowledge problem, whatever it was, the players did not feel like, no, this was the guy we want leading us, at least from what we heard, to the World Cup. They didn't feel like soldiers who will look up to a general and feel like, yeah, these guys' instructions are going to win us the war. They didn't feel like that, So whoever comes in is not going to do worse than Otuado, is what I'm saying, because in my mind, frankly, I had resigned myself to the fact that Ghana and Otuado were just going to play 3 matches at the World Cup and come home. Well, the question of whether there'll be a trade-off in getting a new coach now is answered simply by the fact that, assuming Otuado were even kept, did he imbue confidence enough to suggest that if you allowed continuity where he was concerned, he would have gotten the best out of the team? No. Well, as to the issues of the repeated coaching changes, we've had a high turnover since 2019 that the GFA president Ketu Kraku came into power. I think that is a very simple fix. Ghana football, just like Nigerian football, has had its glory years underpinned by a solid foundation of youth transitioning into the national team. This team lacks that identity in so many ways, in almost every shape and form. The only player who has come through the ranks, if I am not wrong, is Kudus Mohammed. He played in the under-17 a couple of years ago, and he's the one who is here. The rest are a mix of diaspora-born players that we have just plucked and dumped into the team, or players who, we picked recently in their adult lives or with their careers quite advanced, and they had no foundation of being in Ghana's youth team. So there was no progression. When they are playing, you can feel that there is no camaraderie, or no more. Maybe camaraderie is not the word. The better word is telepathy. When teams have advanced or grown together from 17, 20, 23, you can tell. We don't have that, and it is partly a function of that. So I'd say let's just do what we have done that has worked for us all this time. Get back to basics, get our boys from under 15s, get the best of them transitioning into 17, 20, 23, and build, the core of whoever is now available from whichever countries, dual nationals or whatever it is, and just put them into a team as a set. Simple. The Black Stars need a proven coach, not necessarily at World Cup level, but a proven coach who knows what he's doing. Full stop. I think that is the most important quality the Black Stars need, because Otto was not that. When I say a coach who knows what he's doing, a coach who knows the players he's working with, profile-wise, what they can do, what they cannot do. Simple as that. As for scouting opponents, anybody who is competent can do it. Okay? And the GFA or any federation can give you a backroom staff that is able to help you scout opponents in a way that will help you now with this knowledge that I feel is the most important. Deploy your players in positions that can hurt the other team. Full stop. Which is why I didn't think that it is a big deal to sack Otuado before the World Cup. Because any serious coach comes in between now or next week when the coach will be named, sees our players around the world, finds their profiles. We know who our opponents are. We know we are playing Panama first, England second, and Croatia third. It's really simple. Monitor them, monitor your players, see who is going to do what job, and then it's going to be done. As to cultural identity, it's not much of a problem because this our current team it is not in 2 months you are going to forge a cultural identity. No. They really don't have it because they are from all over. They are scattered. They are players that are brought in from all over the world, and the DNA is not there yet. But a serious coach can get these professionals to play a certain way and get results at the World Cup.
All right, there you go, the voice of Gary O'Smith. Wow. Welcome back, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We have Femi The Gang, the voice here, Chuma. There is Tammy and David as well.
I think I know why the GFA were unhappy with that, man. Despite qualifying them for the World Cup, which reminds me, by the way, of last lager back in 2010 when we had somebody else qualify Nigeria for the World Cup. I think it was Amadou Shuaibu.
That's right.
And then Lagerbach came and took us back, truly. But for this guy, I think that when Ghana got him, they were expecting him to play football that is auto. But he left them with manual football. That's why they started. He couldn't give them auto. Automatic.
The manual style.
But Tony, I think all of the blame should not fall on only Otuado. I think Okraku should also take.
Yeah. You have always been of the opinion that his leadership.
He's gone from Chris Hughton to sacking Kwesi Appiah to now looking at bringing him back from the Sudanese national team. And I think Kotakraku has not really even done better than the past GFA president. But for me, the blame should not only be for Otuado.
My question, guys, will be Nigeria, Ghana. Who is behind the other in our footballing project?
I made my stance clear to you some hours ago.
Nigeria, we are behind.
Ghana
behind.
For me, yes, they made the World Cup.
They've qualified in back-to-back World Cups now.
Yes. They did not make the AFCON.
They're having issues on the African space.
We were having issues
on the world
stage. And I think the talent in the Super Eagles team currently in the last 4-5 years is up there. Is one of the best in Africa. But Ghana, if you pick out Mohamed Kudus, if you pick out Kamaldeen, Sulaiman,
they have more problems.
I think they have more problems. Players are not coming through the ranks of their youth age system, but same thing, we're suffering the same thing. But lately we're having players go through from here to Leipzig. We have players Sulaiman, Leipzig. There's another player again.
How is that impacting on the national team, bro?
These players will eventually come.
The same thing he's talking about. That Ghanaian football is probably where it is because there is no DNA. And it's catching up with them.
If you are going to pick the national team between Ghana and Nigeria playing good football now, you pick the Super Eagles currently now. Yeah. So that's what I'm telling you. The reason why we are here is because I would say Guso kind of mistimed the coach
administration, right?
That is
administration. You think is the key reason why we are behind?
Yeah. Talent wise,
we are behind Ghana.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Our football.
Yes.
Chuma, Ghana, Nigeria. In our footballing project, who is ahead of the other? Or are we just, Siamese twins in some ways?
If you're saying footballing project from the POV of the national team, right? I think I'm going to beat my chest and say Ghana is behind, and I really wish I could have cause to argue with Femi The Gang and stay on the other side. Sadly, it's not easy to pick out strong points from the Ghana POV. And again, the truth is, if you were to ask Chuma, pick one, miss out on the AFCON and qualify for the World Cup, which I'll take qualifying for the World Cup. So shout out to Ghana for that, right? Because the AFCON, until it goes to a 4-year competition, at the moment it's still once every 2 years. In fact, we're having a situation where we're having it in back-to-back years because there's another one to come next time out. But when you look at realistically the quality and the trajectory of the footballers that you have, Ghana dominated the continent in the 80s and won 4 AFCON titles. Just feels like Liverpool before Sir Alex Ferguson came to Manchester United, where they were ahead of United, and then United caught up with them and went beyond them under Fergie before making it 2020 most recently. Yes, we haven't gone beyond Ghana as to AFCON titles. They still are on that 4. We are on 3, but we have propelled ourselves to a higher pedestal. You're also going to argue that the last time Nigeria and Ghana were in the same World Cup, I think you're going to be thinking about the 2014 World Cup. And in that World Cup, we went to the second round of competition. 2010, they got so close to getting to the semi-finals, even for the Suarez handball. But at the moment, Ghanaian football is not on that pedestal. That 2010 Ghana squad that already had talents that came from the Under-20 World Cup in 2009. And then ensured that Ghana were relevant in world football, at least at the World Cup level for years. Suleiman Tari, Asamoah Gyan himself, can go on and on with high-profile names. Goalkeeper Kingston, who we're talking about off the microphone. Are Ghana on that same pedestal? Thomas Partey has been a big name, but he's dwindling. He's no longer that young Thomas Partey, who was perhaps one of the best defensive midfielders in world football. On the contrary, Nigeria's football, that did not have a best player in Africa since Nwankwo Kanu in 1999, is now on an upward trajectory. You know, we're in a situation where Nigerian footballers are consistently in the conversation
without the World Cup
for the best on the continent. So we have, as far as individual talents are concerned, while Nigeria is on the up ascendancy now, Ghana are not on the ascendancy. They had their time under the sun, you know, in the 2010s and early 2010s. But we are the guys on the higher pedestal.
Failure to qualify for 2 World Cups. Doesn't it again?
When Ghana qualified for both of the World Cups, right?
And then the AFCON that we want to say, we didn't win it. We didn't win any of those 2.
Yeah, which again will still go back to my point about the fact that yes, they've qualified for the World Cup. Great stuff. Curacao in the World Cup. Does that make them better than Nigeria?
Exactly.
You know, it doesn't make them better than Nigeria or
in the World Cup
because they're in the World Cup. So it's a huge thing. It's not me being condescending towards Ghana in any way. They've done an incredible job qualifying for back-to-back World Cups, but that does not all of a sudden point towards them being when you want to dominate. And Ghana, respect to you guys. When you see teams that have dominated, you're also going to argue me that Egypt won the continental title.
Yes, without
2 times in a row without qualifying.
For the World Cup, we know.
But key teams that have really shown their might and their quality are teams that don't fluke it, either qualify for the World Cup and are embarrassing in the AFCON or do well in the AFCON and cannot get to the World Cup. Morocco, this current generation have shown you that it wasn't a fluke. They got in the semi-final.
That's right.
Nigeria in the 1994-96 era showed that it wasn't a fluke. Senegal, when they were dominating, Senegal got to the AFCON final in 2002, lost to Cameroon. That same Senegalese side went to the World Cup of 2002, their first appearance, and beat France in the opening game, and they got to the quarterfinals. So that's what we talk about when we say teams are good. It's not you're qualifying for the World Cup, getting knocked out in the first round. You know if you even qualify for AFCON. On the other hand, or you're Egypt, you're winning AFCON.
On that
basis, for World Cup.
On that basis, Ghana and Nigeria stand together.
Because Nigeria has, both of them are embarrassing their respective rights. Super Eagles are. But when we look at individual talents, Nigeria has better talents now. And so for that reason, I'm giving Nigeria the slight edge. That's why.
Just for talent.
If you're going to ask me, Nigeria, Senegal no be our mates, for example. But
administratively, both of them mirror each other.
Yeah. Both of them do. Gasoline. All right, so, that's
right. I think it's more a nuanced conversation now. There is,
bro, what are you saying?
There
are several layers you can pick from.
Right.
Obviously, the talent pool now for Nigeria. I think we are maybe in Mecca now. We are in glory days for our talent. We haven't done much to deserve the amount of talent that we currently have,
which is diaspora influence.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
About 70% to 60% have obviously got their imprint from the foreign scene, but there's also, like you mentioned, the administrative part. But in the tide, we haven't really seen much or benefited much now from administrators in recent time.
League the same thing too. Sorry, bro. League, we don't even go that one. The days of Ashanti Kotoko don't be the same thing again now. Our league, they struggle for continent. Ghanaian league, they struggle.
I also struggling. But recently, we obviously Kwara United faced off against Ashanti Kotoko,
and we lost.
And they lost to Ashanti Kotoko. So maybe slightly.
So who is behind now? Nigeria, Ghana.
Like I said, it's nuanced.
No.
There are several layers to pick from.
I'm nuanced answer.
I'm getting there layer by layer.
You cannot get it.
The answer, Tony. And also in management,
yes,
I think we have seen Ghanaian coaches hold or be associated with the biggest of clubs in Europe compared to Nigeria. Otto Addo, that was sacked now, was formerly talent coach at the Borussia Dortmund. But I've not seen any Nigerian name that's gone to such heights in recent time.
is currently coach of Sudan.
And they did well at the last.
Truman named the under 20 coach that won the World Cup for them. So he's currently with Rwanda. So
I think the argument for and against for either Ghana being at the edge, well, it's not as wide now. And
okay, so what is your stand?
My stand would naturally fall towards Nigeria, but
being ahead.
Yes, and it's not even down to what has happened on the pitch of play because we have really not won much compared to Ghana. We won the AFCON in 13. Ghana have not won the AFCON since 18. We have not been to the World Cup since 18. Ghana has been to 2 World Cups. It will be to the second World Cup now since 2018. So I think, like I said, it's nuanced than it's just a given.
Okay,
they are partners in embarrassment.
Exactly.
Hello, who we got?
Actually, we are behind them.
We are behind them, no?
We are behind them. See, the voice. If I have 2 school sacks, 10 school sacks,
and you have one master degree. Is your master degree not better than my school and what 10 school stars? That World Cup is the cocoa. Now that World Cup is the best now. Why are we crying now? Is it not because we are not qualified for World Cup? And don't forget, Ghana had made it to this quarter final. Is it not to the quarter final of the World Cup?
Yes.
Nigeria have never been there.
They're saying current project, not in the past. Current project, currently, not in the past.
Individually, we are better than them. But as a team, for now, they are ahead of us. The last time we met, they knocked us out of the World Cup.
They did.
What are we saying? A team that defeated us stop us from going to the World Cup. 2 times now, Nigeria, we are not going to World Cup. Ghana are always there. See, this one, I'm in Nigeria. We are far behind Ghana. Not just the gap is wide.
Okay.
I'm very
all right. Don't worry, it's fine.
But we faced them at the Unity Cup though, and defeated Ghana. So for whatever victory they got at the 20,
bro, we talk serious Cup. We talk Unity Cup.
We've defeated them more recently than they have defeated.
Right, David,
Unity Cup.
Oh, they were playing for Unity.
Hello.
You guys.
What's your
Tony? I've been asking you this. Tell me something about your background. This kind of music, where you they play? Okay, no problem.
What's your name?
This is Henry. I'm calling you.
Henry, quickly, let's go.
Yeah, you know, for me, if not for politics that are eating deep into our Gari and Kuli Nigeria, if not for politics that have stepped into so many things about us in Nigeria, that anything we want to do, that politics must shook in, politics must shook it. I'm telling you, Ghana, they are far behind. Ghana are behind. Is it player you want to talk about? What? Okay, so one of you make a point now as regards to the representation we are having in the world space before. Probably in the time of Okocha and Kanu was the last time we are having them. Now we are getting it back to back. So if not for that, we have that representation, we have everything. But politics, may they let us rest, may they let us breathe.
Okay. All right. We hear you. This one says, good evening, Chuma, The Voice, and everybody. It says, our problem is having wrong and incompetent people in our sport. And the most annoying is that these current guys will shamelessly refuse to leave office even after they have failed. This morning, Gabriel Gravina, we talked about that. It says, but our people, lie, they no fee resign. Femi from Ikorodu. I was going to ask, it was part of our talking point, why don't we resign in this part of the world? Nigeria failed to qualify for the World Cup. I don't know. I'm not saying he should resign, but I'm saying we're seeing a country like Italy with high expectations. Listen, the standards are so high, and when you don't meet it, they just honorable let somebody else lead. Why don't we have this? Why don't we?
We actually resign. We do.
We do.
But what we do is we resign. Now the same spelling. So we go for second term.
Oh boy, beg. You know what? Let's see who's here. Hello.
Yeah. Tony.
Yeah.
Choma. A bit of additional.
Welcome.
I just want to. I'm not talking about Nigeria, Ghana. I want to talk about our young talents. Look. I'm able to talk to you people because Nigerian Info didn't go abroad to go and get people who to import them to work in Nigeria. They were able to give opportunity to talented Nigerian people who have voice to develop themselves and drive the industry. It's more than taking part in sports. It's about the economy. It's about nation building. It's about raising up patriotic citizens who can call Nigeria their own. When you abandon your own will abandon you. Nobody can hold on to this country and say this is my own, because when it was developing, you are not there for him. You see, it's also about the economy. When you empower somebody who grew up from here, he comes back here to invest. You go to Britain and you empower somebody who was born in Britain anywhere, As it goes there, our former captain, one of the Yibo wars, the money won't come here. He's married to a white woman, he will go there. It's a whole lot. That's why you have a plan. You have a road map how to develop. I have nothing against the foreign based talent.
Right.
But what I'm saying, our people in the villages, those that are talented, nobody will bring them from that village to the state capital. It's when you have a program, you go there, bring them to the capital. When he's empowered, he trains the family, he opens shop, he sets up hotel, he builds houses, he do a lot of things. So it's a very sad development. Do you understand? That they have nothing here in terms of developing our local talents, and they are doing so much, and they're going to spend a lot of money. Maybe that's where the Cocoa Day for them. In looking for going around the world and getting talents that are developed by other countries, by other school systems. What about our own school system? Do you understand?
Absolutely.
It's a sad development. It's a sad development. Thank you.
Thank you, Maduka. Always very passionate when he calls. Sometimes I don't know how a lot of you do this. The continued desire to see things change. Sometimes I think a lot of you are better than me. If I'm on the other end, I don't know if I will commit my emotions to constantly, calling and saying almost the same thing every time, and it's heartbreaking. Again, it's not bad when you set up, when you go and build mansion abroad, but in your village, for your people, what have you done for them? Let's go pay some bills. When we come back, we'll hear from our friends at 4 Rounds, and we'll see what's happening with the boxing bouts in the next 2 weeks. We'll bring you some more from the MPFL as well before we call it a night. Still, game on. It never ends. We'll be back.
More right after this.
Everything where you they do, you they see your efforts. As you they share love with your family, we appreciate the gesture. Our oil, we there for you, putting care in every drop. For only 200 naira, make we join you, spread love. You show love, for all the times where you trust us with your cookies. See you, I wanna bring this 200 naira sachet too much. You're the reason for the season, Come enjoy the sachets, just 200 naira.
Grab your Power Oil mini pack sachets for just 200 naira.
Power oil, Power oil.
Ready for a win? Enjoy your meal with an ice cold Coca-Cola, and you could win your share of 600 million naira. That's 2 millionaires every day, plus over 50 million naira in weekly prizes. Simply buy any participating glass or plastic bottle of Coke, Fanta, Sprite, or Schweppes. Scan the QR code on the cover of the glass bottle or on the label of the plastic bottle, and enter the code under the cover for your chance to be a millionaire and win cool prizes. Buy, scan, find, win. T's and C's apply.
Back with everything food, back with everything drinks, back with everything good.
Celebrate the return of a season, cause we're
back with everything. Back with the way the way they make sense. Back with the mama with the conscience. Back with the juice, back with the sauce, the chicken Alfredo, and the fries like a tornado.
We're back with everything. Back with the cocktails and the jollof rice. Atarodo with the sauce, the real spice. Back with the master chefs, master classes, and drinks to make your heart go. Back with the bunch, back in the punch. Back for your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast, and back to your lunch. Supporting small businesses and promoting enterprise.
The GT Food and Drink Festival is back from Friday, May 1st to Sunday, May 3rd at the GT Center, Plot 1 Water Corporation Drive, Uniru, Victoria Island, Lagos. The GT Food and Drink Festival, promoting enterprise.
Are you in Lagos or its environs? Get ready for a global encounter. Dominion City presents Global Camp Meeting 2026. Hoorah! Featuring powerful ministers from around the world, Dr. David Ogweli, Dr. Charles Ndifon, Pastor Randy Mitchell, Andres Bisoni, Apostle Ben Indobi, Evangelist Dan Scott, and many more. With anointed music ministers like One Small Six, Grace Idowu, Anthony Kani, and David Nkeno from April 1st to April 6th, 2026. Taking place at Golden Art Place, Lekki Epe Expressway at Ja Lagos, 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. daily. It's 6 days of power, 6 days of transformation, 6 days that will change your life forever. Don't miss it. For more inquiries, please call 0912 373 5690 or 0806 4100 297. Global Camp Meeting 20.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.